Hey guys, and welcome back to Playing with Makeup. So today's video is going to be a fun one, and I'm actually really excited to share this with you. As you know, this month Charmers got to choose what item they wanted in their box, and I want to see a hand count of how many people chose the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I am so excited to give this a try because I have always wanted to try Charlotte Tilbury. She has always had rave review of her products on YouTube, on Instagram, pretty much everywhere. And I'm excited to be able to have this opportunity and test it out. I actually have a few items to try out today from Charlotte Tilbury. So we're going to be able to get sort of a little bit of a feel for the brand and see if it can help with my complexion, because as you can tell, we got some breakouts going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. So we're going to be able to see how long this covers and how fresh and skin-like it is, because I do not like a caked face. So yeah, and also a big thank you to boxycharm for sending this to me early so that I can try it out for you and kind of give you my thoughts on it. So how's everyone doing? I hope that today is going well. I hope you're enjoying the nice weather where you're at. Here in North Carolina, it is so beautiful, and I have the windows open. I have actually the side door open, so we have a nice cross breeze going on, just to kind of get a little bit of air flowing here in the makeup clubhouse. And also, look here. I moved my plant here behind me. I've had this little guy for a while. I got it from Lowe's in their clearance section, and it looked so pitiful in the beginning. But she is, or he, whatever it is doing so well. I'm actually really happy at how much growth there is. Although it is a little bit weird for a pothos. I thought they're supposed to have multiple vines, but this one just has one vine. So I may have to chop it up in little pieces and try and make a little baby pothos out of it. I love my houseplants, and I'm just glad to have greenery around. The grass is starting to grow outside. Good things are happening. But yes, that's not what we're here to talk about. Sorry to get sidetracked. We're here to talk about Charlotte Tilbury, and more specifically, the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is supposed to be a full coverage, long wear foundation. It's supposed to stay all day and all night. We're going to definitely put that to a little bit of a test, because I'm not going to wear this all night. And I don't have a stitch of anything on my face right now because I have a couple other Charlotte Tilbury items. The first one, this is the Magic Cream. I have heard so many good things about this and people just going crazy for it. But with a name like Magic Cream, I have really high expectations for this. And the other item that we have to try out in today's video, this is the Hollywood Contour Wand. Never tried this product before, so all three of these beautiful goodies are going to be like a first impression for the video. So now let's zoom you in and let's get started. So the first item that we're going to try out is the Magic Cream. This is going to include hyaluronic acid to help plump up your skin for up to 24 hours later. You're going to also have vitamin C and E that's going to brighten and even your skin tone while fighting dullness. All that sounds good. And this is also recommended for normal to dry skin. So I have seen several of her videos. I'm getting ready for this one. And in all her videos, she always starts with this product. Well, this and her serum, and also a dry sheet mask, which I didn't even know was a thing. I don't have those other two products, so we're just going to begin with this. Look at that glisten. That looks so pretty. So it smells slightly floral, but not anything aggressive, not anything that's going to drive me crazy. And she always takes it in an outward motion in these areas. And she also does this little motion here to kind of help tap the product in. It's like a little mini face massage. So I was watching her video that she did with Tati, and she said that this is what she uses before every makeup application, especially if you're needing that instant hydration. A lot of the other creams, she was kind of bashing them a little bit, but that's okay. She was saying that a lot of those you kind of have to use them for a while to kind of get the full effect of it, but this is bam, instant hydration. It plumps up your skin, helping with fine lines and wrinkles, and just makes you have an even base for your makeup application. After she uses the Magic Cream, she does go in with the eye cream, but I don't have any of hers, so I'm just using one that I have from Fresh. This is the Lotus Youth Preserve Eye Cream. I can't talk. And again, I'm going to go in with that little tapping motion that she does, just to make sure all the product gets fully absorbed. Kind of takes some practice, and plus these long fingernails, I'm a little bit afraid I'm going to poke myself in the eye doing this. Alright, so the skin is prepped. I'm not going to use a primer because she uses this as a primer. Next, we're moving on to the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So this foundation retails for $44, and it also comes in 44 shades. I see what you did there. I checked on Sephora.com and they had several shades that were already sold out. So this must be one of their top sellers. And this does have a rating of 3.8, and that's out of over 2,000 reviews. When I was reading the reviews, several people mentioned that this is what they're going to be wearing on their wedding day. So this must be like their holy grail, kind of like a special occasion foundation. Although I'm going to try and not use it that way. If this works well for me, I'm going to try and use it all the time. I'm trying to stop myself from saving makeup for a special occasion because honestly COVID happened, everyone's staying at home, and I might as well just look absolutely my best while I'm at home cooking dinner or playing with my dogs. There were several mentions that this is an extremely lightweight foundation, which definitely sounds good to me, but this also has Replexian, their registered trademark. This is to help reduce the appearance of wrinkles. Moss Cell Tech, and this is to help thoroughly hydrate your skin, and Air Cool. It provides an immediate fresh feel on the skin. I really hope so. Several people noted that this has like a cooling effect to their skin, and I have rosacea, I have redness, inflammation. That will really help to reduce that redness in my skin. But anyways, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get to the makeup application. The shade that I chose is 4N. Yeah, so it is a little bit liquidy, so that gives me high hopes that it is going to be very lightweight on the skin. Now she has her own complexion brushes. I don't have those obviously, so I'm just going to use some that I have. But she applies the foundation from the center of the face, blending outward. And honestly, I got too much on my skin as well, so hopefully I can blend this out and I'm not wasting too much of it. I'm switching back over to a flat brush because I want to make sure I get enough coverage of the product, because trying to use the other brush and spread it out, it seemed to take away in a few spots. Okay, so I had to be completely honest with you guys. I did have to redo things a little bit because I was having a lot of issues in this area here where my skin's been breaking out and giving me issues. I have a ton of texture here, and I tried exfoliating before I did the video, you know, and cleansing to try to make sure it was as even as possible, but apparently I kind of think that made it worse. So it was making this area look real bad in a couple of other spots, so I redid it. I tried to fix it first with a beauty blender and try to smooth it out, thinking this would take up some of the excess product and make it look a little bit smoother, but it didn't. So I ended up having to take it off and start over, and this time I used less foundation. I went a little bit lighter on the center because that could have been a problem as well. So I went a little bit lighter and kind of took my time, used my flat foundation brush, and then I used this to get out the brush marks and just make sure it was, you know, a little bit more even. And the application this time was a lot better. I did use a concealer from Dose of Colors. This is one of my favorites, and this one has a little bit of a yellow undertone to it, so I thought it would match well with the foundation shade that I got. It looks pretty good. I had to go over a little bit here a couple times because it seems like the eye cream that I used, maybe it wasn't mixing well with the magic cream. I don't know. This is going to take a little bit of work. The only thing I have to say about this right now, based on first impressions, I do like that a little bit of this goes an extremely long way, and so that first application was just way too much. But the color oxidized. I wasn't really expecting it. I chose the shade 4N, and I honestly could have gone probably 3 or 2N and been fine. It would have been a little bit better match. Whenever you first apply it versus when it dries is completely different. Now I haven't set this yet, and so far it's doing a pretty good job not settling into any lines. Like I have some pretty deep forehead wrinkles here, and so far it's doing fine. No complaints there. So the reason that I haven't set the foundation is because we're going to use the next product that I have from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand. I have heard so many people rave about how good this is, and Michaela has used it a lot, and it's supposed to be real easy to blend. So we're going to test that out today, and honestly I'm afraid to. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't really do liquid contour. I am a powder contour girl, but we'll see how this does. The shade that I purchased is Fair Medium. So this one I actually did purchase myself, and it was a long time ago, and I forgot that I had it because the box It's kind of a small product, and where I was moving all my makeup around, it ended up getting pushed to the back. But we're going to try it today. Okay, so it's off, and you have to twist it to on for the product to come through. And I've never used it before. I'm so nervous. There it is. It's done. Okay, and I'm going to take that foundation brush that I was using earlier to tap this out. Huh. So now we're going to go ahead and set the foundation. She doesn't use setting powders that I saw in her videos. She likes to use finishing powders. I don't have hers, but I'm just going to substitute with another finishing powder. I have this one from Hourglass that I've had honestly forever. It's probably about time to get rid of it. But I'm just going to use that really quickly to set the foundation. Alright, so we're back. I have the rest of my makeup on, and so now let's talk about my final thoughts for these three products. The Magic Cream, I think this has a very nice texture to it, but I think for me to use something like this, I need to make sure that my skin is super hydrated. Maybe with more of a hydrating serum before I go in with this, because whenever I used this by itself and then went in with the foundation, I think I just need a little bit more. So whenever I saw her videos, she was using serums and eye creams and her dry sheet mask. I think I'm going to need all those products just to make sure that I have the exact same base that she does. And guys, I'm sorry if you're hearing a bunch of noise in the background. I don't know what's happening. All the neighbors' dogs are barking for some weird reason, and it's getting my dogs upset. I do want to try this a little bit more before I can give my full opinion on this and try different combinations of skincare products with it, as well as the foundation. It did emphasize some of the texture that I had in my forehead, but that could have been me where I exfoliated beforehand. That was a really bad idea, and maybe that was why I needed even more hydration to make sure that I balanced it out and had a smooth canvas. So whenever I went in the second time with the Beauty Blender to smooth everything out, it did apply a lot more evenly. I don't think she recommends using beauty blenders with this. I think she is strictly brushes, which I have been with a lot of my foundations here lately, but my skin did not want to cooperate today. It just was not having it. Now the coverage, however, is full coverage. It has a ton of pigmentation in here. I have rosacea. I have a lot of redness in my skin, and it looks pretty balanced out. The shade wasn't a good match for me. I had to run bronzer a lot down here, like you can see against my arm here. Big difference, but I like the way it looks. I think maybe because I'm more of a lighter coverage kind of person, maybe light to medium or medium to full, where you can go with medium, go and do one layer, and then you can go back in over where I have scarring. I can put in an extra layer that way. I think that would work a little bit better. Maybe I need to cut this with something, like mix it in with a primer, just to, like a hydrating serum maybe. I don't know. I just really want to try different ways to make this work. And I think that this shade is more of what I'm going to be this summer. You know, we're still in winter right now, and my skin is super pale, but I love the healthy glow that it gives. If you've tried this foundation and whether you love it or you don't like it, please give me some feedback down below so that I can take some of your tips and hopefully apply that in the next video that I make, because I want to use this a lot. I have several foundations that I only end up using like 1 or 2 times, or even a handful of times, and then it just goes to waste. I'm not wasting this. This is Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to make sure I go through the entire bottle. I'm not going to wait and save it for special occasions. I'm going to get lots of use out of this. I cannot wait. But I think my favorite thing out of the Charlotte Tilbury items that I had is the Hollywood Contour Wand. I was so impressed with how well it blended out. The shade isn't too warm, it isn't too cool tone. I kind of want to play with it a little bit more and maybe even use it for like nose contour. I don't like to do nose contour, but I'm practicing. I'm trying to get better. I want to look and see how other people are using it, or if they're just using it strictly for like the cheeks here, and then, you know, my little double chin here, if they're using just for those areas, or if they're using them for the nose. I'm very curious. So overall, I wish I had more of their products to try out. That way I can kind of give more of an overall review of the brand. This is just strictly first impressions. It isn't me having a lot of experience with them and able to tell you exactly do XYZ if you want flawless skin. This isn't that. I'm not that person. This is me just first time trying them out, and let's see how it goes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But it's always fun trying. So yeah guys, thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I hope everyone who chose this foundation got something out of this. Maybe some tips that'll help you out if you get it, or if you just have an absolutely flawless experience. You better let me know. So if anyone is interested in the other items that I have on my face, I will have everything listed down below, as well as with my nails. I do have a discount code with Glamnetic. It's only available for a short time, so if you want to save some money, I will have it listed down below. But anyways, thank you so much for taking time to watch. I love you all. Hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!